What's up? This is Pastor Curtis here from Metro East, and welcome to the first Wisdom on Wednesdays. I am glad you are joining us today, where we are looking at moving beyond simply thinking about wisdom to living wisdom out. That's what Proverbs is all about. Proverbs is not so you think more, but that through your thoughts and your heart, that you would be busy living a wise life. And so we're walking through this series, Truth Unraveled, 13-week series in the book of Proverbs, where we're going to look at each Wednesday, how do we take a step further and practically walking out wisdom. So this past week, we looked at the Wonder Woman in Proverbs 31, and we quickly saw that she wasn't simply a model for women to be compared to, but really an example for all of us, man, women, boy, and girl, to follow, to learn from, and to live a wise life. So what does it look like? What would it look like for us to move in that trajectory, to move towards living a wise life? First, it's to listen for wisdom. One of the things that is clear in the book of Proverbs is wisdom is a voice calling out to be heard. And he said, as I'm calling out those who hear me and respond, man, they experience joy and fruit on the other side of that. But those who ignore me or reject me, man, there is pain and destruction. It's always leaving this choice for you. Like, are you going to listen and respond to wisdom? Like Proverbs 4 says, man, in all you're getting, get wisdom. So the first challenge outright is for all of us. Are we going to posture our lives to get wisdom? Are we going to do what's necessary? Put forth the effort. Get our hands dirty when it comes to wisdom. It's interesting. Proverbs 31, the word hand or hands appears 7 times in that, which really shows us that wisdom is an active thing that we're supposed to put energy towards. So how are you going to do that? Well, I want you to consider 3 things, all right? And at the end of this, I want you to pick one thing that you're going to take from this and you're going to apply this week. So step number 1, how do you posture yourself? How do you get wisdom? Ask God, okay? Wisdom starts with God. So I want you to do this. Schedule 10 minutes. All right, put in your calendar right now, 10 minutes where you're shutting off the phone, shutting off the computer, getting a pen and a piece of paper or your journal, and you're just asking God, show me where I can grow in wisdom. Right? Show me. And man, there's a list of topics that Proverbs has: marriage, sex, work, friendship, the use of your words. You can go down our sermon series and get the idea of topics, but ask God to show you where you can grow in wisdom. And we can do that even though you may have been not doing well in some of these areas. Grace gives you the courage to ask that tough question. That's step 1. Step number 2, ask a friend. Proverbs says that faithful are the wounds of a friend. That means that, man, it is good for us to have friends that tell us the truth, that tell us, hey, here's an area you can grow in wisdom. So I want you to identify who's that one friend that you know will tell you the truth. Then you know will tell you, man, this is how you use your words, and that kind of lacks wisdom. Or in this particular area, this is where you lack wisdom. And I want you to schedule time with that friend. In fact, text them right now. Schedule some time and ask them, hey, where have you seen in my life where I can grow in wisdom? And then after you identify an area from asking God and asking a friend, the third, a big one, is ask a mentor. The psychologist Barry Schwartz, he does TED Talks, and he's had a couple of them that's been viewed over a couple million times. And he talks about wisdom and living practical wisdom. And he says, with wisdom, how we increase wisdom in our society is that we acknowledge and celebrate moral exemplars, really, i.e. mentors, those who live a wise life. And so, what would it look like for you to look in your life, ask God to show you who is that moral exemplar, who is that wise person, that mentor that you say, man, they are living a wise life, either in general or a specific area, and schedule time. Take them out for coffee, beer, tacos, whatever. You pay for it, but schedule time. Ask them, hey, what are 2 or 3 things that I can learn from you and how to live a wise life, either in general or in these specific areas, and just sit and listen and write down what they say and look to apply that in your life, right? Step 1, ask God. Step 2, ask a friend. Step 3, ask a mentor. What is one thing you can do today to walk out wisdom? Wisdom is calling out. Are you listening? See you next week.